Alright, guys. What is up?
What's up, y'all? You know what time it is. It's about to be that time.
Savage.
Yeah, I saw a comment saying if I was going to stream from a hotel bathroom. No, not today. We are at a, it's new bat time, same bat channel today. We'll be back to normal next week. Around, our normal time, around 12 o'clock. And next week. But for this week, we are early because when I conclude the stream, we're going to finish our last minute packing, all that stuff, and we're going to do a little beach vacation. Take our son to the water, which is going to be fun. It's never happened, guys. It's never happened. So I'm excited. One of the things I'm most excited about is I want to see this. I want to see the second part of this cover page, the color spread. So, how's everybody doing today? I'm looking at the chat. Yeah, I'm seeing some. I'm seeing some new names because we're at a new time. I'm seeing some regular names. Maybe this time works for some, better for some people. Maybe it's worse for some people. Loggy Doggy said, "R.I.P. West Coast viewers." Yeah, I knew that this was going to kill any West Coasters, but hey, they can catch the VOD. We still love the West Coast over here too. All right. Loading up my OST, guys, so I can really feel the chapter, really get into it. We're going to be at OnePieceChapters.com for today. Always support the Viz, though. You got to read all translations. All right. Boom. All right. Pulling this chapter up right now. 10:24, people. I love it. We got the monster trio on the cover of Jump. You love to see it. Luffy's holding a coin machine toy. Oh man, I when I was in Japan in 2016, I actually found one of them, and it was funny too because let's see, Dressrosa had just concluded, and they were in Zo, so a lot of the stuff was Dressrosa related. My guy. Do you see this jacket? Pay my taxes. Trust me, you can try it. Lavish Bracket, my man. Tier 1 Will, what's up, brother? Drop the W's in the chat for my man. He said on time for once. Appreciate you, my guy. Anyway, what I was saying was, Dressrosa had just vanished. I found one of those things. We love Bellamy over here, right? So, I don't have it. It's in the other room. Anyway, I got it was like a little mini Bellamy, like the Luffy on the front. And I got it first try. Can you believe it? I also got a Cavendish. I did it again, and I got a Cavendish. Oh, man. Oscar said, yo, the dude paid for the gas on the beach trip. Yo, appreciate it. Look at all those W's in the chat. That's my man. Okay. All right. I'm on the color spread, guys. I'm on it. I'm here. Hey, I was using the royal we, which means I, but I can also speak for my boy Conrad. He's in the chat. I know he loves Bellamy too. So, all right. So this is fun. This is like the main event page right here. Woo! Look who is right there with the Straw Hats, people. Look who's right there with the Straw Hats. Look who is right there. Right there with them.
Savage.
The Queen. Princess Nefertari Vivi. Above Brook. Next to Jinbei. Because she's coming back. And because she's part of the crew. Yep. And with the same logic, you could also say that Mad D Monk is probably joining the crew too. I just noticed Sanji on here. He's got the heat on feet. So before we even get into the chapter and potentially see some heat on feet, we already got some right here.
Bro, look, he got the heat on feet, bro.
Oh, man, this is cool. This is cool. I'm living for this. Sorry, guys. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but I really love it. I love it. I love it. We got it now. We got Roger in the back. Oh, man. Living for it. Eating it up. All right. Galaxy said during a live stream they showed the whole color spread. Really? All right, we're on the first page. Now we're getting updates on the other Straw Hats. Chapter 1024. Nobody important. And then we see Usopp. Savage. Alright. What's wrong with you guys? Is this Conqueror's Hockey? Usopp finally unlocked Conqueror's Hockey, people. The Beast Hunter. Is he going to get a new wanted poster now? There's going to be a poster for Soge King, a poster for God Usopp, and then a poster for Beast Hunter Usohachi. He took down 2 of the Flying Six. I missed that chapter. Man, Ryan Miller said, got my I Heart OP hoodie on the way with the heat on feet apron. My guy.
Certified drip.
Appreciate you. Certified drip. 2 of them. Surrender now and I'll permit you to join our cause. This must be happening because Big Mom is fighting on this floor. They're being knocked out by mere echoes of her Conqueror's Hockey. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. She's knocking people out on a different floor. We got Tama there. All right. Last update I got was what Momonosuke said earlier. Nami and Frankie are trying to figure out where Luffy is. So this is fun. This is something I definitely wanted, was to catch up with them a little bit. See, some of them start making their way to the live floor, hopefully. Nami can't get a hold of either. No news, probably good news. Look at this. If you're done upstairs, meet me down here. All right. I'm not sure what's going on, but a bunch of enemies keep trying to storm the live floor. We are getting it, people. We are getting all of the Straw Hats on the live floor. All right. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, and then Kaido's going to show up. Whoo, you don't wreck house. Not this chapter, but maybe this chapter. I don't know what's going on. And as I say that, I read, I'm not sure what's going on. Oh no, that's what I already read. That was Frankie's part. Don't let them through. Zoro and Sanji are busy taking on the All-Stars. We're in an equal alliance. Hiya! No. Chapter style, nobody important. And we see Beppo, Shachi, and Penguin. Coincidence? I think not.
Savage.
I'm feeling spicy today, guys. I'm feeling savage. I like Beppo a lot design wise. I mean, but come on, Oda, like, jeez. So that's great. Frankie's giving them orders, but they're not really trying to follow them, but they are following them anyway. All right, next page, 3rd floor. This looks bad. Flames are out of control. We got to escape the live floor. Okay. Actually feels like I'm burning. This is, technically means I've been cremated. Yo-ho-ho-ho! Skull jokes. Look at Brooke. Look at Brooke being a... Look at that man. Now that's a man. Carrying Robin, saving her from the fires. These fires are breaking out. This is all part of Orochi's plan. Right? Maybe we'll see Orochi. That'd be interesting. Let's see. Alright, the minks are seeing them. Those look like, some musketeers there. Brooke's asking how the battle's going. Or they're asking. No, the minks are asking how the battle's going. No clue. It's total chaos out there. Alright. Brooke's trying to get a hold of Jinbei on the next page. Kid Pirates. 4th floor. 3rd floor is erupting into a sea of flames. Please come while there's still time. Jared Hart just subscribed. Thank you for hitting that button. Jinbei, has the fire gotten that bad? Alright. Where's Kaido? Is someone else keeping him busy? Yes. Yamato. Alright. Live floor. The enemy's pouring out of the castle. Kawamatsu on the attack. Alright, update on the roof. Let's go. I love this. I love vignette chapters where we're just moving around. We're getting little pieces of everything, right? Oda's clearly doing this because he wants to get to somewhere by the end of next chapter. Because that is the end of volume 101. Now we gotta see Yamato on the ropes here. We're already seeing some blood. They are trading blows. Ringing arrow. Thunderous arrow. Brian just subscribed. Savage. Thunderous arrow. Okay, alright. We're going block for block here. Jaren Custodio just subscribed. Yes, guys, if you hit that button, I'll read your name. Yamato is getting pushed back. Next page. Alright. There's a lot of focus on Yamato and Kaido. Are they the people that are considered non-important? Jasmeet Singh just subscribed. Hey. Alright. Huff, huff, huff. You're trying to kill me. Oh, that's Yamato saying that to Kaido. Kaido's confirming. That's right. This isn't a family squabble. You should have been prepared for war. Carrying Odin's name is a heavy burden. I'm not playing around, Yamato. What's wrong with admiring him? I was captivated by Odin. Shout out to Danny Mondragon. Kaido. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, flashback. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Savage.
What's up, y'all? You know what time it is?
It's about to be that time. Okay, alright. Oh, flashback time, flashback time, flashback time. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, ho. Alright. I want to see those Stephen A. Smiths in the chat. Alright. Okay. Kaido, the Oni princess, has been throwing a non-stop tantrum for a week. My name is Odin. Let me out of these chains, Daddy. I'm Odin. Koski Odin. Shout out to Raul Zapata. My name is Hoof Hoof. Ooh. Ooh. Conqueror's confirmed. There's too many conquerors out here. Ooh. I'm seeing Onihime in the chat. Yep, Onihime. Yamato, did you do this? We got Kaido in his I just killed Odin drip. Looking like he just popped off a Harley. My man's got the full leather Danny Trejo going on. Like he just stepped off a Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino set, full machete. Alright. Here's baby Yamato, who we know is like still 6 feet tall or something. Alright. I don't know, they just all fell down. I'm going to starve to death. Please feed me. Conqueror's hockey, huh? It's promising. But if you insist on calling yourself Odin, it better be if you did die. It'd be better if you did die. Whew. Give you a month to cool off, reconsider things in this cave. Well, a month, I won't survive that long. Aren't those wild samurai imprisoned here too? Wait, how can you leave me in a place like this? Look at this man. Look at him. Throwing his child into leaving them on their own. We've never seen this before. Same goes for the rest of you. I would like to have Wano's great master swordsman serve under me. Oh, are we getting Ushimaru? Is this about to be Ushimaru? Yo. Hold up. If you have a change of heart, just shout so your voices carry through the hole in the ceiling. How many days has it been since you've all eaten? I suppose we can leave you something. One portion should be enough. I'm sure you'll be needing these to settle who gets it. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Kaido.
Savage.
This man is going full Blackbeard. He's like, man, you guys want this food? Fight to the death. Fight to the death to prove your worth. Alright. Father, they're definitely going to resent me for being your child. I'll be killed. But I thought you were Odin. Savage. I'm spamming this today. Kaido is
Savage.
He's going hard right now. I call myself Odin, but I'm also Kaido's son. The man who killed Odin. These samurai must hate me for that. Does father expect them to kill each other? And a scramble for that rice bowl? That middle one looks like Ushimaru. But they're bound to kill me first. Yeah, I guarantee you they're going to give Yamato the rice. Next page. There you go. That's classic Oda. Of course he was going to have them give the child the rice. You know. Samurai do not get hungry. Yep, that plays also back to the whole thing with Momonosuke not wanting to eat. Yep. Yeah, this man is doing Zoro's smirk. This man just hit Zoro's smirk. Eat up. You were born into quite the family, aren't you? Oh, guys. This page with Zoro's smirk. Anybody catch the... check the last panel. Yamato eating that rice.
Certified drip.
Drip, drip. Thank you, Samurai. I'll remember this bowl for the rest of my life. Getting Tama vibes. Where is she?
Another one.
Rei Kaminari. My guy. Another one. Alright. Hey, can I become a samurai even if I get hungry? Slice. Cutting those chains. You want to be Kosuke Odin, right? I heard you earlier. That man captivated all of us too. You were his friends? Who are you? Samurai-san? How is a disgraced samurai meant to introduce himself? I'm nobody important. I want to read this logbook, but there are a lot of big words. Is that Odin's navigation log? I got the light shining in from the hole that was mentioned. This beautiful panel of Yamato with Shirahoshi eyes seeing the world for the first time. That's emoji worthy. Wait until it gets colored or something. Alright, it's been 10 days. Yamato, would your father really leave his child to die? If you keep this up, you're not going to see the battle that Odin predicted will happen in 20 years. Oh, come on, Yamato. It's only been 10 days. Yeah. Sanji was on... He was starving for 90. I think it'll be fine. Sanji above Yamato confirmed. No, when the time comes, I'll fight for Wano. Then I'll go out to sea and get much, much stronger. Next page. That's a spirit. In that case, we can make our contribution to that future battle by ensuring your survival. After all, 20 years. It's a little too long for us to wait. Samurai, if you do this, my father will. Hey, we can't just sit here and starve like stray dogs. We never had any intention of yielding. You know, the samurai are broken out of Amanomoon. Even I. Yeah. Now this all checks out because we know, from what we know, was that Ushimaru fought Kaido and died. So that's what we're getting a glimpse of here. Had people believed in me. People that accepted me. Shout out to Badri Laribi. What right did you have to steal Wano's freedom, to steal my freedom? There are no easy answers in this world, you mature brat. Thunder Bagawa. Thunder Bagawa. Double Bagawa. A clash of conquerors doing the same exact attack. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Oh, man. So we finally got a glimpse of a flashback with Yamato. Finally. Finally. One second, guys. Oh, just gotta grab something here. Wow! After all our waiting. I'm thinking Act 3 actually could end in 1025 now. Structure-wise, Act 3 started with a prologue, went into the Odin flashback. Started Act 3. Now that we've had a flashback, Oda could give us our little epilogue for Act 3 in 1025. Ooh. The fact that we got this flashback changes like a lot of how I feel about what's going to happen in 1025. Whoo, man. All right. Chapter notes. Yamato's plight in the cave is a reference to a legend about Amaterasu. The Shinto sun goddess. The story. Yep, I know this story. I know this one. She hid herself in the cave for many. I mean, in the story, she did it. She did it willingly, and sort of let the world sort of go to disarray, to the point where people had to go and like remove the boulder to get her out to get her out of there, so that she could like fix the world. So it's interesting that I definitely see this. So yeah, it says in the story, Amaterasu was pestered by her troublemaking little brother Susanoo. Until she was depressed enough to shut herself away in Amano Iwato, a heavenly cave. As a result of her absence, the world was enshrouded in darkness. A myriad of gods gathered to try and find the solution to the problem. God of Wisdom suggested they line up a bunch of roosters. 4 tricks in 1025 confirmed. To lure Amaterasu out of the cave with their long, beautiful crows. In the end, Ame no Uzume was able to get Amaterasu to leave the cave by dancing, and thus light returned to the world. The folktale explains why roosters crow at dawn. It is the origin of the traditional Kagura dance. Yeah. Kaido's thunderous arrow attack is a reference to Indra's weapon Vajra, the thunderbolt. It can also mean indestructible, adamant, or diamond. There's a clear intent to contrast it with Yamato's attack in terms of the intensity of the sound that's insinuated by the names. Kaido's being much more abrasively loud than Yamato's. Usohachi's self-proclaimed title in Japanese is The Hunter of Two Fellows. This comes from the raw translation for the Flying Six Fellows. To adapt this, we decided to call him the Beast Hunter, to play off the Beast Pirates as a whole. Copy that. Loving the way that they colored this. Oh, I'm loving it. Loving it. They should have taken their liberties and just given that man green hair. Guys, why don't you color the most important panel? The one where Yamato is looking at the logbook. That's the best panel in the chapter. Oh, God. All right. We'll check it out the chat now. Checking this chat out. Checking it out. Guys. Whew, man. All right. Let's see. Yamil Diaz, Yamato is going to see the old man and Zoro. True fact. And Yamato has already seen everyone's bounties, right? So it's possible that Yamato already suspects a connection between Zoro and Ushimaru, but it might need to be an energy thing. Yamato may need to see Zoro do something. Or maybe in Zoro's fighting style, Yamato will see a glimpse of the way that Ushimaru fought and opened the cave. So that's a possibility. Whew. Let's see. Maxo said, glad I made the stream. Cool parallel. The little girl bringing Zoro the rice balls, Rika, and Ushimaru giving Yamato a rice ball. Ah, you're hitting it nail on the head. Maxo, I love that. Yep. And it's also a big play on everything with Tama and all of that, and Oda's obviously also drawing from Seven Samurai and all of that, and getting rice and all of that was a big part of the motivation for the samurai in that movie. So it's just flipping it on his head there. Aziz S3, thank you for the super chat. There's no text there though. If you say something, I'll try and find it. Brandon King, could these be the former Yakuza bosses? It's possible, but I believe, wasn't it already stated that Ushimaru was the former daimyo of Ringo? Don't we know that? Pretty sure we know that. Let's see. Marco said, great month of One Piece, for sure. Super said we needed this. 1025 is going to be crazy. Yeah, it's definitely going to be crazy. And I specifically feel that with this, leading up with the... I think more than ever, I think there is actually the possibility for an Act 3 ending, because the color page will end, Volume 101 will end, we've already had a flashback, We're going to get a little taste of an epilogue. Oda's going to go on break because that's going to happen, and then we're going to come back, and it's going to be, just Vivi supremacy. Blackbeard supremacy. Sabo supremacy. Oh, God. Please end. But yeah, the flashback is definitely not over. We're going to get more of it. We're going to see more of Ushimaru. We may even get it told to us from a different narrator. If Kaido runs into Zoro again and makes the connection, we could get Kaido's perspective, because Yamato didn't see them die, right? Or at least, I think that's sort of the implication, that Yamato probably didn't see them. But it's possible. There's definitely more to tell, and we're definitely going to get a proper Kaido flashback. This was a Yamato flashback. We're going to get a proper Kaido flashback at some point. So... Chinar said that's not Ushimaru. I think it's Ryuma. So Ryuma died hundreds of years ago. So that's definitely Ushimaru. Ushimaru with the Nitoryu. Yeah. So that beginning, guys, was definitely foreshadowing Usopp's Kakurosaki, which we have never said is not going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Usopp's getting that Kakurosaki. I mean, that's the easiest way for Oda to tell us that he's become a brave warrior of the sea, right? That his will has, manifested properly. Let's see. Super chat from DeAndre Gilmore. Kaido is shaping up to be my favorite villain. Also, great stream as always, Randy. Cop some merch that comes today. My guy. You know what that means.
Certified drip.
Yep. Merch is still available, guys. It's not going anywhere. We've had like 120 plus sales in the store. People are loving the merch. I'm loving it. Appreciate it, guys. It makes me feel good that, I made something that people want to wear. And people are saying that the stuff's comfortable. I feel that it's comfortable. I'm wearing merch right now. Yeah. So, let's see. Super chat from Patrick Fowler. Zoro to Kaido.
Savage.
My name is Roro no Zoro. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Said ZKK's back on the menu, boys. Maybe. ... So, a lot of people think I'm anti-ZKK. I am not anti-ZKK. I'm anti the toxicity of ZKK. I'd love it if Zoro killed Kaido. Let someone other than Luffy take out a major villain. Do I see it happening? Even though there is foreshadowing and, elements and wanted and all that other stuff. It's just, that's Luffy's job. It's Luffy's job to take out the bad guy. But the thing is, also, the way that I also could see it is a 9-person tag team where everybody's involved. I might even make its own video at some point. How I really think Oda's paralleling Skypiea here, and this is all Enel's game. The number 9 has been, just drilled into us 999 the way that NL drilled 5 into us. There's going to be 9 people at the end of this. Those 9 people are going to be the ones that are going to be key to stopping Kaido. Let's see. DJ Rick comment. Donda. 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 Keyboard Cat. Any ideas on Zoro's mother / Yamato's mother? So I think that Zoro's... so I got a comment that I liked, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was from. But they said, what if Ushimaru was Zoro's uncle? And
Savage.
that Ushimaru's sister married someone named Roanoa outside of Wano. And I was like, I could see that. I could see that. I mean, things are kind of shaping up for it to be Ushimaru, like, being Zoro's dad. I feel like that's where Oda's going, but, we'll find out. We'll find out. So that's a potential thing for Zoro's mom. Yamato's mom? I don't know. Crocodile's everybody's mom, right? Savage. I have no idea. For the longest, we all thought that Katakuri was Kaido's son with Big Mom. And I actually still wish that was the case, that Oven, Daifuku, and Katakuri were Kaido's children. Ryo super chatted, said MKK beats ZKK. M, as in like Monkey kills Kaido, or Makami kills Kaido. Marco kills Kaido. Which one's the M, my man? Dozer Tank said we got the live action logo. Is that true? Joker spitting. ZKK Zoro kills King. Oh, Momo. Momo's the end. Momo kills Kaido. I don't think Momo's going to kill Kaido. I think Momo, if we have 9 people at the end, Momo will be one of those 9. But Momo's got a bigger role to play. He's got a bigger role to play. He's got to hold up Onigashima. I'm living for the moment that they meet, that they see each other. He'll be instrumental in defeating Kaido. Tomer says, look at Ushimaru's sword in the flashback. He had Enma? I don't know. I don't know about that, guys. I'll take a look. But then it just becomes the question of how did Enma get back to the mainland? Shout out to the almost 500 people in here at a brand new early time. Thank you guys. Like the stream, all of that. Subscribe if you haven't. Let me see. I'm pulling up the chapter. I want to see this. And then I also want to see the live action logo, because we care about that over here. So the royal we. I can't speak for everybody, but I care about it. But first I'm going to look at these swords. It'd be interesting if... No, because didn't Odin give Toki, Enma, and... hold on. plugged my laptop in. Don't want the stream to end in failure. Didn't Odin give Toki the swords? Because I was gonna say, you know, what if like after Odin died, Kaido took the swords and then just threw them into this cave and was just like, man, I don't care about these swords. Then I could believe that. I'm not necessarily... Oh, wait, actually. Now that I'm seeing the panel with the slice, the hilt does kind of look a little familiar. I still don't think it's Enma, though. That'd be kind of crazy. That'd be pretty nutty. Let's see. All right, I'm just gonna check out the One Piece live action Twitter right now. I just want to see this logo. Oh, so Aziz did do a comment. Great. Let me find that. Thanks for someone pointing that out. Barry said, "LL, Chrissy doing the ultimate mom task and packing for the beach." We yeah, I mean, we did most of it last night. We just have the last minute stuff. Aziz said, "Yo, Randy, that's my first time ever to send a super chat, and I screwed it up. Sending you love from Saudi Arabia. Can't wait to see Zoro tearing down King's gimp suit. What do you think about his looks?" So what do I think King's going to look like underneath that suit? Man, I don't even know. You know, because it's a race that we haven't seen. Could they look different? But if we're going off of what what my headcanon is, and that the Lunarians are the people in the hieroglyphs of the Enel cover story, right? If they're the people in front, then it's possible that he just looks like a normal Skypean or something. You know, unless Lunarians that can't control their fire can be burned by their fire. I mean, I don't think that would make sense, and it would contradict believing that Sanji has Lunarian DNA, because obviously when he lights his leg on fire, he's not burning himself. So I don't expect him to be like burnt underneath or anything like that. But I don't know if it's necessary that we need to see his entire body without the gimp suit, but at least his mask. At least his mask needs to come off. Let's see. All right, I'm on Twitter now. Let's see. I like it. I like it a lot. That's great. I got a picture of the front cover of the script. Yeah, look at that. Romance Dawn, episode 101. Teleplay by Matt Owens, Stephen Maeda. I'm really digging this logo, guys. I'm digging it a lot. People are already tagging me in it. They're like, "At Randy Troy, it's happening." Yep. Well, we knew it was going to happen. We knew it. This is cool. All right. All right. I'll do more Twitter things after the stream. But I just wanted to see that. That was great. Diz of the Ghost said, then we'd know why Zoro is drawn to the Kitetsus. Yeah, Fushimura was the holder of, like, the... If he was, like, maybe the original owner of the Nidai or the Shodai. Alright? Yeah, I don't think it's Enma. It's probably just a... It's just probably like a Kitetsu. Yep. Let's see. Bill Papp in here. I thought he was Magellan's lost brother. Nah, but I think that is. I think there's a connection between the Germa and King, potentially Shiryu, because they all have the same skull on their stuff. Maxo said logo's pretty sick, but there's a good chance it's not the final logo. If they're showing it to us, it's the final. If they're printing it on the script, that's what we're going to see. Any changes are going to be very minute. They would have gone through a huge, like, they would have had, like, you know, just like 10 or more options and then went, that's the one. So that's what we're getting. MDL said, yo, super chatting again in case you missed mine above. All right, cool. I'll sorry I missed yours. I'll look it up. Novum said, Randy just got my Savage t-shirt in yesterday. Excited to wear it to university soon. Ayy.
Certified drip.
Let's see, I'm looking for this super chat here. Yeah, Dizza said it'd be poetic if Ushimura...
Certified drip.
Dizza said it'd be poetic if Ushimura had Nidai Kitetsu. Yep. That's, I figured that from the other super chat. I was like, oh, yeah, that's what I guess you're saying. Let's see. I am not seeing that super chat from MDL. I'm gonna have to go in manually. So let's see. Cone Killer Confusor. Got a dip for work. Great stream. Gonna buy an apron. A certified drip.
Certified drip.
Appreciate that, guys. You know, I'm seeing a lot of stuff about the live action in the chat and everything. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Just, you know, let it come out. Let them do their thing. It's not going to be Death Note. It's not going to be Dragon Ball Evolution. It's not going to be Ghost in the Shell, because it's not a movie. It's a television show. So that's the bottom line. We're getting 10 episodes. It's going to cover all of East Blue. It's going to be the first time anything has done that on a massive scale like that. Granted, Cowboy Bebop will be out in November. That's the only thing, you know. If Cowboy Bebop doesn't, you know, hold up to snuff, then some people's criticisms might be warranted, but at the same time, it'll be the same studio, but it's different crews, so it can still be different even there. So you just sort of have to wait until it comes out. That's it. Joy said, now another 5 years until we get a cast reveal. Honestly, if they just put that out, we're gonna then they're going to there's going to be more news. Bottom line. Shout out to Mark Creasy, who super chatted at the beginning of the stream, but I missed it. He said, yo, my G, I won't be able to make this stream, but sending you my support. You're in for a treat with this chapter. Appreciate you, man. If you're catching the VOD, thank you so much. Let's see. McWingzy Nut said 6 swords with 3 samurais, where the Shimosuke logo is 2 swords. Yeah, so each one probably uses Nitori.
Savage.
Then McWing and again, Usopp conquers his cowardice. Yeah, once he does that, that's when he's going to get his conqueror's haki for sure. MDL said, last episode of We Are One is up. Live reaction, question mark? Maybe, if other people are into that. I mean, I can check that out. I've actually only watched the first one so far. If people actually want my, opinions on all of that stuff, then we can do that. And then Mick Wingsy Nuts said, miss my super chats. Great stream. Sorry, man. I got to them now. Shout out to Gallant Warrior. Worried about Netflix adding their agendas to the show. That's my biggest fear. Guys, I don't know what you mean by them putting their agendas into the show. I see a lot of, even when I did the casting videos and all that stuff, I see a lot of stuff about people talking about what race a character needs to be. It doesn't matter. They're all cartoons. They can be any race imaginable. It's a comic. Do you want to stay faithful? Everybody should be Asian then. But that's not even what Oda's trying to do. Oda's creating a world of all types of people. So if this is the talking about Netflix agenda in that way, then, as long as someone embodies the character, that's all that matters. Okay, the casting director is going to be looking for the elements of the character that make them tick, that make them spark. And if that person does not look like what we expect a character to look like, but they still act their ass off and kill it,
Savage.
then that's great. And that's it. Ryo, have you been paying attention to the SBS Viver cards and OP magazine info? Yeah, so I saw some of the Viver card information. I saw some of the SBS information. I did not see the OP magazine info. I don't know if that's anything different. So, I love the bit that Page One and Ulti were orphans from a pirate that Kaido took in when they were children. That was one of my favorite things. I was like, oh wow, that sort of recontextualizes how I look at them completely. Because it was under my understanding that they were like their own pirate crew and all of that, and Kaido broke their will and then, subjugated them into his ranks. But no, like, Ulti and Page One probably look at Kaido like that's our daddy. Just like Jack does. So Kaido was out here making up for Yamato, scooping people up. Like, I got this problem child over here, so maybe you can be the one. Talk more about that in a second. Let me hit this other super chat. Chowlith, weren't those swords just random ones Kaido handed them to fight to the death? Why does everybody assume that they are the samurai signature blades? That's how I feel about it. I think that they're just random swords. So that's pretty much that. That's how I feel about that. Mark Creasy, my guy. Gotta check the VOD again, my G, but still sending support. I like the parallel between Tom and Yamato in this chapter. Didn't expect that. And Rika, brought up by Maxo earlier. Rika, taking it back to chapter 2. Girl gives Zoro the rice. And now Guy gives Yamato the rice. So, yeah. And I just saw your super chat from earlier also. I just shouted you out a couple of minutes ago. Pukiaki said Tengiyama is 81 years old. Could be Sukiyaki. Yeah, I just saw that in the Discord. Because some people were trying to come at me and say like, oh, 58 or something like that. It doesn't check out. Yeah, well, they corrected that. They were like, hold up. We need to make sure, you know, we need to make sure our boy Randy gets that W, you know? He needs to get another one out here.
Another one.
Oh, man. Ryo said the OP magazine showed what Crocodile and Dalton's devil fruits look like. I did see those pictures, and I would not want to eat Crocodile's fruit. That thing looked like a cactus. Come on. Oda's out here. He's wildin'.
Savage.
Let's see. All right.
Savage.
All right. I'm seeing a lot of people want me to live react to the We Are One stuff. I haven't watched the Vivi thing yet, so I can live react to that. I definitely want to watch that, the reanimation of that. The only thing I've seen is the reanimation of the Davy Back fight a little bit from the Groggy Ring, and it was sick. It was awesome. Let's see. I'll do the live reaction a little bit later into the stream, because I'm sure people got a lot more questions and things, and we got a bunch of super chats here. Kyle Guerra. Hey Randy, Sandman tweeted that Hitetsu's age were wrong in the viewer card. The OP editor said that it should be fixed from 58 to 81. Sukiyaki? Definitely Sukiyaki. Yes. Because just think about it, right? Odin would be, I don't know, in his 50s if he was alive, I imagine, because Kinemon would be, you know, close to 50. I know that Denjiro is pretty close to 50. So Sukiyaki, you know, being, you know, his late 20s, 30s or whatever when he had Odin, like that checks out. This is what's going to happen, guys. This is what's going to happen. He's going to take the mask off. He's been Sukiyaki. Orochi had him captive for years. He broke out. Okay. Hopefully some Kurozumi Tama stuff is tied into that. Which shout out, man. I remember you from Twitter, by the way. And it's just he's gonna become the Shogun. It's King Riku all over again. It's Gonfall all over again. It's a variation of Dalton, Boodle, King Cobra. Like, Oda does this. Redeem the fallen king. Alright? This guy was disgraced. He was living in a tree. Okay? He's coming back. Emil Diaz. Kaido running a daycare with Yamato, Jack, Ulti, Page 1, and Black Maria. Black Maria's from Wano, so she probably joined early on as well. That's right, I saw that. That was one of the most interesting things as well. Black Maria's from Wano, which is realistically a way to tie in the Jorogumo lore and even some parts of the Tsuchigumo. So And I also saw the weird thing about what was it? Black Maria took a drug to get that form, which is Oda just trying to clean up the fact that Black Maria is it's basically an in-universe explanation for Oda drawing Black Maria, not like a typical hybrid, but so that they look like the Jorogumo. So, whew. Man. Ashen Payne said Odin would be 59 now. Yeah, so come on. Not here to do math, but we'll do some. I mean, he had Odin at 22. That's reasonable. It's reasonable. Gallon Warrior, thank you again. He said, I'm not talking about looks. I don't mind the casting. I just don't want them bending the characters to fit narratives. I'm hoping it won't matter. It won't happen. So, I mean, if you're worried about like romance angles or anything like that, Oda, pretty much avoids that in the story. I don't think that they're going to shoehorn things like that into it. I don't think you're going to see relationships on the ship and all kinds of stuff, and them trying to make it a YA CW drama or something like that. I think they're going to stay pretty close to everything. Blitz said, I just want you to know that Kaido's 59 years old. Man's pushing 60. Still the strongest creature. Monkey D. Eric. Check out chapter 5 and 440. You see the sword sign. The sword sign? Are we talking about like the marine sword thing? If 440 is that Akainu one, like, let's see. I'm looking at chapter 440. It's loading up. This is Fire Fist versus Blackbeard. That's what this chapter is. This is Anel's cover page. Yeah, we got a little taste of Shimotsuki Village and all of that. Yeah, we know that Shimotsuki Village has that sign. We know that. And we were able to call that back to Wano for a while as well. So, yeah. That's Oda just planning things almost generations ahead of time. Oh, man. Jim Phoenix. King's Race created the red line. Potentially. Heat some mud, fly up, build a wall. But why? Why build the wall? That's the question. Let's see. Rouse and Croc is sus for eating that fruit. Wheezy Bird said, did Randy see the live action? Which live action? Because the live action One Piece updated their Twitter with the logo, and then there's the live action We Are One series, which I've only watched one episode of so far. Julia says they confirm Vivi is coming back in scene 4. Well, I already know that. Agenda. We're going to be eaten when she comes back. We are going to eat people. Copyright said, hey, Rainy, not sure if this has been asked before, but how do you feel about Zoro being a descendant of Ryuma? Does it feel like too many characters are related to important history people? It's fine. It's fine. We've been on this journey for 24 years, okay? At this point, if everybody in the crew is a descendant of somebody, it just makes sense because that's the way it was always meant to be. You know, I've come to terms with it. I've always said, like, I didn't like it at first. Garp showed up and was like, hey, Luffy, your dad's the most wanted criminal in the world. Ace, your dad was Roger. I was sitting there and I was like, man, are we doing this? Are we doing this? But now, you know, 19 years into this fandom, 20 years, whatever it is, for me, I'm just like, you know what? Everybody can get it. Okay? Sanji, you got Lunarian DNA. Nami, you know, I still remember my old theory that she was the daughter of Big Mom before, you know, even all that Sanji stuff came out. Nami, you're the daughter of someone great. Frankie, your pirate family were, you know, big too. It's just give it to everybody. Usopp's a descendant of Noland, you know. just go for it. Straight to the wall. Conrad said, one of the daimyo in the cave seemed to have been based on one of Yamato's early designs revealed in the Fever cards. Well, then that's something I need to actually look at because I have not seen that. Blonde Beard said the name of the cave is the same where Amaterasu was in the folklore. Yeah, we talked about that, and I was able to actually talk about it before I even got into the whole page before because I'm very clued into the Amaterasu folklore and everything with Susanoo and all of that. So, I mean, from that perspective, you know, to take it even further with the Amaterasu folklore. And then being the guardian deity, the Makami, and all of that of Wano, you know, it's like the whole thing about it was that the world was in such disarray because Amaterasu shielded herself from the world and, you know, wasn't there to keep things in check. So it's almost like we may see something where Yamato feels responsible for some of the, you know, the downfall of Wano. It's possible that might be, you know, their headcanon. But now that their chains are broken and everything like that, they're going to be able to restore everything. So I think that the Amaterasu folklore in itself, showing that, is key. That this raid will not fail. Because Amaterasu healed the world when she came out of hiding. So, and then also we got concrete confirmation last chapter that because of Pedro, this raid will not fail. If Pedro was not in the story, the raid would have failed. So it's all thanks to Pedro. That should be Mr. Morge's least favorite character. Single-handedly ruined his agenda. Nerd Culture said Uteron also thinks Vivi's coming back. Well, that's because anybody who's clued in knows that Vivi's coming back. So. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm calling it now, guys. 10:25 act end. And I'll take the L. But if there's any time to do it, it's going to be next chapter. If he's going to do it. Because if it doesn't happen next chapter, then it's there is no Act 4, Act 5. Oda's just running straight through. Structure-wise, now we have the thing. I always said, guys, I've been saying for the longest, Act 3 cannot end until we get a flashback. Dizza said I'm 0 for 2 on this. I'm 0 for 2 on what? Let's see. Kagemusha says, I agree with Morge on Sanji. You're talking about the comment that was left about... so I haven't seen what Morge thinks of it, but in the comment it said that he doesn't think that Sanji is has Lunarian DNA or whatever and is still a failure because it would diminish Sora's sacrifice, right? No, it doesn't diminish Sora's sacrifice for me. Because the whole point of everything that happened with Sanji, with everything that happened with the Germa, my headcanon, and just a better story or whatever, is that Judge, whatever happened to him in the past that made him think that he needed to have this strong army to protect himself, to protect his children, to protect them from their emotions, whatever thing his emotions led him to failure, to want to strip the emotions from his children, is the downfall that allows them to not reach their full potential. But because of Sora's sacrifice, Sanji was still, and it is still, an enhanced human, still has augmentations, still has some sort of Lunarian DNA or something inside of him that allows him to conjure fire. Because that isn't normal. Queen even says it. It's not normal. Okay? Sora's sacrifice restored Sanji's emotions and actually allowed him to defy Judge's orders, right? Having emotion, but also being augmented, being better than his brothers and sisters and his father. That's a win. Because Sora didn't do the sacrifice just to, specifically have him be a normal human. It was just, I don't want his emotions taken away, right? As a father myself, and I think I could speak for Chrissy, but it's like, if I could give my son something that would make him super powered or something, but it had no drawbacks, no lose of emotions, anything like that, like, yeah, I'm gonna do it because it's a way for him to protect himself, right? So it's like, she wins in that case if he's an augmented human that can now protect himself because he's stronger, but also still retains his emotions. So I think that the raid suit and all of that is just awakening dormant cells, that durability. Maybe his fire will be able to be stronger. He'll be able to use his fire with the raid suit. The only reason why he has a stealth capability in his suit and not something fire-related is because Judge didn't know about Sanji's affinity for fire. He wanted to hide Sanji from the world. I didn't want to hide my kid from the world. I wanted to hide the world from my kid. Judge wanted no one to see who Sanji was. Well, it's like the same way he locked up Sanji. It's a play on the theme and all of that, locking him away and all of that. Like, you're just the stealth guy. When we go into these things, you stay invisible because we don't want anybody to see you. You don't exist because you have emotions. And your powers have not awakened. But now they have. Right? So there we go. Sanji's a success. Sanji's in the chat. Catching up on the chat. Chrissy's in the chat, guys. Chrissy agrees about giving Mars superpowers. McWing said Sanji is Sora's success. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Savage.
This is said predicting Act 3's end. Yeah. But more than ever, I think it's now. I think third time's a charm. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to stop predicting the end of the act. But I like I always said, though. Like I always said, even when I said that the act could fail those other times, I said we really need, you know I said this, we need a flashback before it's going to end. So now I think it can happen. Whew. John Locke. Hey, Randy. What do you think about erasing Big Mom's memory, returning her to innocent Big Mom without the malice and tragedy? It's Big Chekhov's gun. So what I've always said with... what I've always said with Pudding is that part of me thinks that Big Mom at some point remembered what happened in Elbaf, eating Mother Carmel, etc. And it may have haunted her. And then she sought out the memo fruit to give to one of her children. And then had Pudding remove that memory. And if Pudding can just put that memory back in, then it's something that Big Mom could deal with. Or Pudding could be used to restore that memory. It seems it is a Chekhov's gun. You have someone with a memory fruit, and you have somebody with a memory problem. So I don't think that Pudding needs to erase all of the malice and tragedy, because Big Mom is already blocking that. What Pudding needs to do is bring that to the surface so Big Mom can deal with it, and that's a better message to readers. So, don't suppress your trauma. Deal with it. Analyze it. Access it. Process it. Go through it. Move on from it. Learn from it. Let's see. Goldie Boy. I saw it. We talked about it a little bit earlier. I like the design of the live action logo. I think it's great. All right. Let's Randy, what arc is better, Dressrosa or Whole Cake? Dressrosa. All right, let's see. All right, I think I'll check out this We Are One Part 4. Let's see. Check out this little VV bit. Maxo. I think the trauma alone is more than enough to suppress Big Mom's memory. We don't need a supernatural power to do what trauma already does to people.
Savage.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It needs to be dealt with. It needs to come to the surface. Let's see. Rao's got to head out. Thanks for dropping by, man. And Brandon King. Sanji and Momo weren't duds, and Sanji saved Momo. And Sanji still has to, reconcile the Vinsmoke name. And it's important and interesting that it was Sanji. It's totally on purpose that Sanji was the one that said, "Good job, Momo. Way to say your name like a man," right? Because Sanji's the one that has not been able to say his name like a man. He's like, I don't want anything to do with that name, right? Insatiable Hunger. I would love to see live action One Piece with a Marvel Cinematic Universe budget. Not that Bleach, Attack on Titan CGI, but the premium quality that is MCU, having 10 feet tall admirals. So, guys, I think that the CGI is going to be great. I don't think that Netflix is going. Not only has COVID stopped this from happening, but I think they've also been waiting for the technology to be just right. And technology, as far as CGI is concerned, VFX, you go and you watch The Mandalorian. I have a whole video on like how the VFX can work and why I'm not worried about it. So no, it's not going to be MCU budget. I mean, you take the whole season be an MCU budget probably, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great, and we do not need 10 feet tall admirals. We don't even need 10 feet tall Doflamingo. We just need regular sized people and then certain characters. I don't know, maybe Kuma, Kaido, Big Mom. Characters whose imposing nature actually means something to the story. Doflamingo can totally be 6 feet tall. Akainu totally could be 6 feet tall. Aokiji totally could be 6 feet tall. We don't, and you can play with camera angles and all that and make them seem taller, in certain shots and all that, but you don't actually need to spend money on the CGI the CGI should be spent other places, right? You don't want to see less money going towards like Gomu Gomu effects just because you want Akainu to be 10 feet tall. No. So Copyright said, "Hi Randy, have you watched any of the One Piece movies? Is there anyone that you would recommend?" I've seen all of the movies, and you should. Film Z is definitely my favorite. You should watch all the ones that Oda has been a part of. So Strong World, watch episode 0. Read chapter 0 attached with that. Film Z, Film Gold, Stampede. The second movie's okay. 6 is kind of weird if you want something a little different. And that's it. I'd stay away from the one with Chopper and the animals and movie 5, which is like this weird Zoro filler movie. Okay, we are 1-4. Scene 4 came out 1 day ago. Okay. How will they nail Alvida with CGI, asks AJH17. So, are you talking about... It's not going to be CGI. It's going to be mostly practical effects. They're going to find an actress... All right. My headcanon would be that they'll end up finding an actress that is skinny. And then using practical effects, a fat suit, whatever, to, for episode 2, and then by the end of the season or whatever, when we see that Alvida has already eaten the Suki fruit, then it'll be the normal actress. There may be a little bit of CGI accoutrements, like maybe to clean up a little bit of the makeup or whatever, enhance the rolls and then the fat or something. I don't know, but I don't think you really need CGI for that. It's just special effects makeup. Patrick Fowler, for the real Nine Shadows, who are some people you think could show up that aren't Straw Hat Scabbards? Marco, Tama, Hyogoro, Hitetsu, Sulong Form Beppo. Sulong Form Beppo is a very inspired choice right there. Oh, Giovanni Realiz said 4th movie, Dead End Adventure. Yeah, that one's pretty good too.
Savage.
So there's definitely going to be people that are not Straw Hats or Scabbards involved. I think if Tama was one of the 9 Scabbards, that'd be great. Marco, I think, is definitely going to be one of the 9. I think that's like his whole purpose, for being here. Hyogoro, I think, is going to die in front of Luffy. And that is going to be a catalyst for either a new form or something like that. It's going to be a new hope. Very Obi-Wan. Hitetsu is on Wano proper, so that's not going to be it. Sulong Form Beppo is something that we really need to see. Like, Oda... I don't know. I don't know what Oda's plan is with Beppo. Like, he really is a background character. All right. So I am I'm putting on the 4th We Are One thing right here. It's 9 minutes long. Let's see. So I've got this here. Still going to interact with the chat. So we got some ballet going on in this thing. It's interesting. Beppo, we don't follow your orders, follows orders. Yeah, that's definitely what we saw today. Chen said, when is Sword coming back? Whenever Drake and Law are in a room together. I really thought Drake was going to be in this chapter. I was like, come on, that makes so much sense. But Didn't happen. As I said, make sure you watch the 5th part last. Oh, so there are 5 parts? Is this the one with Vivi? The 4th one? All right. I'm already liking this more than the first one. So this one's shot better already. The first one had a lot of like wonky camera moves and stuff, so I was like, I don't know if I want to watch the rest of these, but this is fine. This is interesting. I'm liking all the different camera angles with the dancing, utilizing the space of the mirrors, the ballet, all the slow-mo. This is good. Yeah, this is the VV part. Cool. That's definitely what I want to see. Let's see. Kagemusha said, what are you watching? I'm watching the We Are One live action part 4 drama thing that the One Piece official thing put out. Let's see. My guy Dan DiCarlo asks, what do you think of Yamato's voice? I love it. I love it. I watched the video, and I watched the video where they animated Yamato speaking, and I also watched the video of the voice actress announcing herself. She's a voice actress from Demon Slayer that I don't remember her name. I only remember One Piece characters' names. I'm not an encyclopedia on other shows. Dan, I got the the certified drip on right here. Pug Life, am I late to the party ready? We've already reacted to the chapter. We've talked a lot about the chapter. There's still some things to talk about. People wanted me to do a reaction to part 4 of the We Are One live action stuff. So I'm watching this now. I'm liking this. Like I said, I'm liking this one a lot more than the first one. The other one was too closed in, very flat imagery with that office space and all of that. This is cool. Shinobu and Demon Slayer. Yeah, that's right, Maxo. This is giving me flashbacks to my my trip to Japan in 2016. I'm getting flashbacks of
Savage.
Shibuya and everything. Shout out to Dizza the Ghost, said Polar Bear equals biggest carnivore. Beppo equals strongest Sulong. I mean, that would be pretty crazy. Definitely need I need Oda to put some respect on. Oh, here we go, the Vivi part. I'm just gonna. I'm loving this. Oh, they're going in. This is what we needed. We needed this animated like this. You know what I love about this too? Shout out to Jetstormer. I love the just the choice of like going again away from the panels and like creating their own angles and like zooming in and stuff. You know, like that just that shot alone of Luffy with his arm up, but it's from overhead, just adds so much. Man, love that. That was great. Giovanni says, hey, how's Randy going to put respect on Beppo and cut his statement of Beppo off for Vivi? Because Vivi's a character that actually, like, you know, gets respect in the story. Savage. Bill Papp says, Kaido is voiced by the goat Kurama. Is that Kurama's Japanese voice actor? Yeah, I know Marco's voiced by Ichigo. Conrad said I gotta head out and do a couple things. Thanks for the stream, Randy. Thanks for being fun chat. Thanks for dropping by, my man. So what's the special thing about the fifth one? I know that it's supposed to tie all together, but is there like did they animate something cool for the fifth one also? Insatiable Hunger said One Piece deserves to be immortalized, like the big three, Star Wars, Marvel, and DC, in which we get every character, Crocodile, with backstories and infinite timelines immortalized. Yeah, I agree. I think it also needs to be immortalized even beyond that, you know, like in the great epics of history. Like it needs to be taught in schools, like the Iliad. Galaxy Vita said, just watch it, it's special. All right. Let's see. We are 1-5. Okay, scene 5. Here we go. So I'll get that playing. Part 5 just has a bunch of Straw Hat joining clips. Okay. If the world is ending, we should just blast One Piece into space, said Dust Bucket. Yeah. I gotta make sure people see it. So I've got part 5 playing off to the side of me right now, but I'm still interacting with the chat and all that. I am multitasking here, guys. Love it. Oh, I'm loving this. Back to episode 2. Oh, come on, give me more. Give me more. want to see the reanimated stuff. Jim Phoenix said, Luffy and Kaido splitting the sky equals the end of Act 3. That would be a pretty good way to end Act 3. And Luffy definitely needs to split the sky. I've said I don't acknowledge him as Yonko level until that happens. But I don't think I don't know, because that's not going to happen next chapter. I kind of feel like next chapter is gonna be it more than ever. Okay, I'm at the part where they're reanimating Usopp's thing. Let's see. So I'm going to take a... LOL said, when do you think Act 3 will end? I mean, I'm kind of thinking it's the next chapter now. I'm really thinking it's the next chapter. Because from a structure perspective, it is going to... from a structure perspective, it's just... We started with a prologue. We had a flashback. Then we went into it. Now we had a flashback. Then we're gonna have an epilogue. So, who's the MVP of 1024? Maybe Ushimaru for giving the rice. Kaido's legs. Frankie joining. Now they're on the Brook part. Let's see. Next chapter is the last of Volume 101. Yep, that's another part of why I think it. And because of the fact that 99, 100, and 101 all, stream together, seemingly like this poster, like it's all very fitting. It seems like it's all being done on purpose. We have these 3 color spreads that tie together, and then the 3 volumes that tie together. Things are ending now. This is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. This Jinbei part is animated so well. I really wish Fishman Island looked like that with the little water effects. Let's see. Oda made an animation? What? Galaxy said, after you've seen part 5, maybe you check out the animation Oda made. It's only 30 seconds, but Oda made it. That's kind of nuts. So... Let's see. All right, so I'm going to run through the chapter again. We're going to start looking at things again, start thinking about 1025 a little more, and then I'll probably be wrapping things up in the next 10, 15 minutes here. Okay. Still loving this color page. Still loving it. And I just love, I just noticed Mary is there. And Mary is paralleled with where Vivi is. So, Vivi's coming back. Vivi agenda in full effect. First page, we got the Usopp... getting Conqueror's Hockey, foreshadowing, all of that. Let's see. Enigma Sword. Hey, Randy, sorry I'm late. You're not late. Everybody's early because we're doing this at an earlier time. So this he said a booktuber, Daniel Green, made a great point on why One Piece is an epic and Oda isn't talked with the likes of Tolkien simply because it's a manga. I'll add you the clip on Discord. Yeah, it's still an epic, and it needs to be in the same conversation. Really, I think it's in its own category, rather than let's see. So what's the? I just finished scene 5, but I'm missing what people were saying, that it spoils the end of Wano. What, that they all just sail away safely? I thought you guys were going to tell me like Vivi was on the ship or something, or Yamato or someone else was going to be on the ship. All right. Let's see. All right. So realistically, it seems like, I just noticed Heat from the Kid Pirates is using his fire in the background of this on the 4th floor page. I missed him earlier. And I wonder how he's doing that. And, there's so much fire going on and all this stuff and all this Lunarian business. Now, could Heat be a Lunarian too? I mean, it's kind of wild. So from a structure perspective, you take a look at this, and it seems like everybody's making their way to the live floor, which is what I expected. And so I think if 10:25 is supposed to be the end of the act, right? We are going to get all of the Straw Hats really making their way to the live floor. Yamato being defeated, and Luffy and Momonosuke never-ending story style riding towards Onigashima, and then that could be like Act 3 end, and Kaido landing in the live floor maybe after beating Yamato. That'd be interesting. Who knows if Oda's going to go that route? But if that's the way you want to end the act, if it's not the end of the act, then I still feel like Yamato's probably going to get defeated the next chapter. And we'll just get more live floor action, and Luffy will still come up, but the act just won't end. I don't know. There's still so many loose ends for the act to end. This is kind of crazy. This would be the time to do it, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. Because I figured like the Inuarashi and Nekomamushi stuff would have been settled before the act ended. So it's kind of crazy. Ah, okay. Let's see. Heat kills Kaido. Maheshwaran K said Netflix live action script stage is over. They officially announced that they will begin casting and production for the shoot the upcoming days. How do you feel? Great. Yeah. I think it's great. I pretty much figured they were going to start shooting pretty soon anyway. Everything was leading up towards that. And CMI had to put on Instagram and Twitter and all that he was taking a vacation before all the work began, so that meant that the work was beginning soon anyway, so it's no surprise to me. Kagemusha said next chapter Inu defeated. I'm here for that. We want that over here also. So, will the next chapter end the act? Who knows? But it could. Oda could do it, and then we'd be able to do a whole thesis on how the structure works. More than any other time that it was going to be. But this chapter seemed like it was a setup for that. It was a setup chapter. The flashback was fun. I want more of it to flesh things out. It's not the best flashback. It's it's like Sanji 1.0 light. It's almost an amalgamation of actually both of Sanji's flashbacks, because you have the bad father angle and you also have the starvation angle. So it's Oda retreading some different things. Hopefully when we get things fleshed out a little more, we'll understand more of what makes Yamato great and what makes Kaido so evil. But it contextualized Kaido more for me than it did Yamato. I learned more about Kaido with the flashback than I did about Yamato. Although the Amaterasu folklore and all of that and everything attached to that, we learned more about Yamato because we learned about how things are going to go. Very motivated said collab with Matt Owens when, sir? Well, whoever watched the collab that he did with Rogers Base, he said that he'd be down to collab. That's that's my guy there. I like Matt a lot. I don't want to really do a collab until there's like something to talk about, because it's like if we were gonna collab, we could sit and we could certainly just nerd out about One Piece and things like that, and that would be a lot of fun too. But having the film background that I do, Matt's pedigree and all of that, I think it would be a disservice to the community to have a collab and then not be able to speak about anything. So I would rather, like, if I was going to do anything with Matt, it would be like when we can really go into what the room was like, what the process of setting the characters up, things that they could and couldn't do, how the set was run. He's the writer. It's chances are he may not be on set, but he is also a producer, so he could be on set. things where we could get like little tidbits of trivia, you know, that people then go and put on IMDb in the trivia section or something. You know, like that would be the fun. I think for a lot of people. And right now everything, just like a Marvel movie and anything like that, is, you know, no comment, can't speak about that right now. And that's also to curb any sort of outrage from the community. You know, because anything can be said and then turned and twisted and misconstrued. But, you know, once a product is already out, you know, say season 1 comes out, then we could do something talking about season 1. Not talking about season 2 or anything beyond that or anything, but talking about season 1. Like, that would be interesting. I think that would be the way to do it. Let's see. Andrew Hunter, any big plans for the vacation? Whew. Hanging out on a boat for a little bit. Beach. Some other things. Hopefully good food. Yeah. Just having fun. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. But I want to thank everybody for being here at a different time than normal, at a different time than usual. And this was a lot of fun. I got some, you know, last minute packing to do. I want to. This was great. This was great. And there's no break, right? So we'll be right back here next Friday at our normal time, 12:15. We'll get back to it. All right. So I want to thank everybody for coming out, and I'll try and find an interesting location for my analysis while I'm gone. I'm probably not going to edit it much. It might just be like stream of consciousness. Go put it on YouTube. So. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Marco said, "Don't forget to pack," and put the Zoropack emojis. I love it. All right. You know what time it is. It's about to be beach time.
What's up, y'all? You know what time it is? It's about to be that time.